John Foulkes of Balmoral, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you for having me.
You are an exploration company in my home province of Quebec.
Yep.
But you've recently changed focus. You were looking at gold, and now you've shifted to the base metals. Let's talk about that.
Specifically the battery metals. So the original business model for Balmoral was to be a gold exploration company. We secured our Detour Trend project, which, as you can tell from the name, is a large land package that runs east of the Detour Lake gold mine. And starting back in 2010, we've been exploring for gold. And in 2015, we had an accidental discovery of a nickel sulfide deposit, which has now become our primary focus.
Does this shift also have anything to do with the price of gold, which hasn't done much this past year?
No, it had more to do with the development stage of our primary gold asset, which was Martiniere. We had reached a point with Martiniere where we had drilled over 100,000 meters. We drilled it down to about 450 meters depth. We had published an initial resource, open pit and underground, of 644,000 ounces. And we found ourselves in a position where we were facing a very expensive delineation expansion drill program to drill the deeper portion of the deposit. That, combined with the dramatic improvement of the nickel price on the back of excitement about electric vehicle demand for nickel in the cathode of electric vehicle lithium-ion batteries, caused us to sort of put Martiniere on the shelf, look for partners for Martiniere, somebody to take Martiniere to the next level, but really shift our focus back to Grisette now that the nickel price was healthy at $5, $6, $7 as it's been in 2018, and really push forward on that front.
So John, how far out are you from being in production here?
On Grisette? Well, Grisette is at the resource definition exploration stage. So the deposit itself has only had 100 holes put into it. We've drilled it down to the 450 meter level, and at that level, we had some of the highest grade nickel intercepts that anybody has had in Canada in the last 10 years. We had a 7.5 meter of 10.5%. Outside of Grisette, it's just been the early stage of exploration. We've had a half a dozen to a dozen new nickel sulfide discoveries along the belt, along the 8 kilometers along the belt. But really, it's too early to say when we're going to production. What our focus right now is taking that initial discovery, getting it to critical mass, which by our recognition is somewhere north of 100,000 tons of contained nickel, seeing how many deposits are in that belt, and then moving forward to a pre-EA, pre-feasibility study from there.
So this is in the Abitibi region.
This is in the Abitibi region.
And being, someone from the province of Quebec, I understand the climate challenges that can happen. How do you work around that?
It's actually not that bad. So where we are is in what I would call south central Quebec.
Just sounds cool.
It does sound good. It's a way of saying we're not in northern Quebec.
Right.
We have a period at freeze up where we can't work, about 6 weeks in the spring, in the winter, and there's really no other time that we can't be drilling on the project. And actually, for some of the deeper holes, when the ground is frozen, it's actually a lot better. So we have a drill program underway right now. We've got a drill working on the exploration front, like I said. We've got a drill on the delineation front. They're both going to be active until probably late November. We'll shut down for the Christmas season and for the real freeze-up season, and then we'll be right back at it in January.
Hey, John, well, I wish you luck with the project.
Thank you.
Continued success, and thanks for watching. We'll have more for you on Kitco.com. Thanks, John.